Build yourself quietly. The 10 silent disciplines that shape greatness. Introduction. In a world that praises noise, the most powerful growth often happens in silence. Real strength doesn't need to announce itself. Real greatness doesn't beg for attention. It's built day by day, moment by moment in the quiet corners of your routine, where no one is watching and no applause is heard. The greatest people you admire once lived seasons of silence. They were unseen, uncelebrated, unrecognized, yet they stayed consistent. They worked when it was boring. They believed when nothing was showing. They built when everyone else was sleeping. This is the way of the quiet builder. These are the 10 silent disciplines that shape greatness. 1. Discipline of rising early. Before the world wakes, the mind is pure. Silence fills the air, and time slows down enough for you to think, plan, and align. Waking early is not just about productivity. It's about presence. You meet the day before distractions arrive. You think before you speak. You prepare before life demands. The quiet of dawn trains your spirit in stillness. It's where the disciplined build order, while the restless chase noise. If you rise early, you rise with direction. 2. Discipline of consistency. Small steps done daily outweigh giant leaps done occasionally. Consistency isn't glamorous, it's repetitive, predictable, and unseen. But it's the soil where greatness grows. When you show up daily, even when you don't feel like it, you train your mind to obey purpose over emotion. The world celebrates results, but results are born in routine. It's the discipline of doing the ordinary long enough for it to become extraordinary. Consistency builds trust with yourself, and self-trust builds destiny. 3. Discipline of self-control. Not every reaction deserves your energy. Not every emotion deserves your voice. Self-control is the art of mastering your impulses, to pause before you speak, to breathe before you act, to think before you decide. It is not weakness, it is wisdom. It separates the reactive from the strategic. The person who controls their emotions controls their outcomes, and the one who controls their tongue controls their peace. 4. Discipline of focus. In the age of distraction, focus is a superpower. Everything around you fights for your attention, but only you decide what wins. You cannot build a strong life with a scattered mind. You must learn to protect your attention like a treasure. Cut noise. Limit access. Choose priorities. If it doesn't align with your vision, it's a distraction. Greatness doesn't come from doing everything. It comes from doing one thing well, long enough to master it. 5. Discipline of silence. Silence is not emptiness. It's strength under control. Those who master silence master presence. Not every thought needs to be shared. Not every opinion needs to be voiced. Silence allows you to listen deeper to others and to yourself. The wise speak after they've understood. The loud speak to be noticed. Silence helps you hear life more clearly. Your intuition, your peace, your purpose. The world may call you quiet, but silence is your training ground for wisdom. 6. Discipline of reflection. Great people don't just live, they review. Reflection turns experience into understanding. At the end of each day, ask, what did I learn today? What can I do better tomorrow? Reflection builds awareness. Awareness builds growth. Growth builds character. Without reflection, you repeat mistakes. With reflection, you refine them into lessons. The one who reflects walks faster toward mastery, because they learn twice, once by doing and once by reviewing. 7. Discipline of simplicity. Complexity drains the soul. Simplicity renews it. The disciplined know that less is power. Fewer possessions, fewer distractions, fewer commitments, but deeper meaning, deeper focus, deeper peace. When you declutter your space, you declutter your mind. When you choose simplicity, you choose clarity. Greatness is not about having more, it's about needing less. 8. Discipline of patience. Everything great takes time. You cannot rush growth. You cannot microwave maturity. Patience is the proof of belief. It says, I trust the process even when results are slow. Impatience breaks what persistence could have built. When you learn to wait with purpose, time becomes your ally. The strongest trees grow slowly. So does character. 9. Discipline of reading and learning. You rise to the level of your understanding. Those who stop learning start decaying. Reading stretches your mind beyond your environment. It teaches you how others thought, fought, and overcame. Knowledge is silent power. You don't need to show it off. It reveals itself in your decisions. Read daily. Study deeply. Because ignorance is loud, but wisdom is quiet. 10. Discipline of gratitude. Gratitude is not denial of problems. It's awareness of blessings. When you live with gratitude, you attract peace. When you complain, you drain strength. Gratitude humbles the proud, lifts the weary, and reminds you that even your small progress is worth celebrating. The quiet achiever doesn't compare, they give thanks, because every breath, every step, every lesson is a reminder that life itself is a gift. Closing the quiet builder's path. The world may never understand your quiet seasons when you are focused, disciplined, unseen. But remember this, seeds grow in darkness before they rise in light. Your silence is not your weakness, it's your preparation. Stay steady, stay grounded, stay consistent,